Hello, everyone. RBG Kim Kid here, back with some more Triangle Strategy. This is still the demo. As you guys see, there was no intro thing because I don't want the demo one in there. I'll put the proper one in there when we get the proper game. But yeah, guys, the reason why I'm playing this right now instead of, Monarch is because I already explained this in the first part, but GameStop's having a shipping issue with that game for whatever reason. I don't know why. So, hopefully I get it somewhat soon. But then again, at this point, I might as well just keep playing Triangle Strategy until Arceus is over, and then I'll play Monarch. And then whatever the next game for the possible LP comes out, I'll probably just stop playing Monarch, which is what I was originally going to do. That's what I was originally going to do. It was going to be Monarch, and then I know Arceus. I think Arceus is going to wrap up like a few days after, or like the day after Triangle Strategy will have came out. So either way, but yeah, guys, in the first video, or in the previous video, we started the game and we met our betrothed, and now we're going to Castle Wolffort to continue on. So let's get going, shall we?
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my
The
lord.
music for this is really good. I think I mentioned that before in the demo. The music for this is really
Never
nice.
you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolffort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
Oh, he's a kind of a dumbass.
You'll be the lady of House Wolffort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
Or is she the thief?
They
I think
may
she's
not
the
be
thief.
of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they are your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolffort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must
yes.
stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eridor joined your forces. Anna's aptitude in battle. Yeah, she's the thief. Strikes from the shouts. Takes 2 actions in the same turns. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Yes. She allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draw the enemy's attacks, counterattacks when dealt with physical blow by an agitated enemy. Okay. A lot of stuff I'll need to, remember. And, of course, this will help with the saving before fights, so then I can, strategize
As
better.
you are well aware, There are two events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Aesfrost and Hyzante, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Aesfrost, Lord Dragan Aesfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzante will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolffort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
From Aesfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzante, Minister Exham Marshal. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolffort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolffort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Aesfrost and Hyzante.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the lord of the house is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Oh, yes.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Anything else? Nope. Let's just make a save just in case. Lord Simon, head of the House Wolffort, welcomes Frederica to his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Aesfrost unity. I don't think this is going to be a fight, but we'll see.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
All right. I always forget it doesn't stay on auto.
Pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Aesfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolffort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Aesfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzante with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Aesfrost consolidating their power, Hyzante was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet,
Political
while
gain,
Lady
as always.
Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolffort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would
Would've
be
been
far more
someone else.
appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Yeah.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolffort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then... Ah!
Oh, fuck.
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolffort.
Oh, damn. Guess that makes
You
me the
will
Lord now,
serve
huh?
in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
My son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully.
Yes,
then
with the balance
take
thing.
action.
Triangle strategy, per
Do
se.
so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as
Trust
well
that
as
Benedict.
he
Even
did.
though that name's not really a well-known name to be trusted, but trust Benedict. I love that the
Thank you,
ellipses also
Father.
have, like, sound effects in, like,
I
dot.
will spare
like-
no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica.
There we go. That's the way I want to do it.
Your
I'll
fate
go.
is not a simple one. There are many
I need
who
to be-
would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolffort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight.
And nothing's
Both
going to
of you.
happen at this festival,
Busy
I'm
days.
pretty sure. Ah, okay, that's the end of the chapter. Okay. Should've just done these little bits, but you never know. Oh well. Yeah, sure, must have saved my game. It wasn't that long either, so maybe these chapters won't be terribly too long. We'll see.
"30 years after the Saltiron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook.
I think a lot of people were disappointed that
East
like,
to
this was the
west,
name of the game. Like,
joy swept
I think
the
people could
land.
call it like the Saltiron War, but like
United
since this
at
is
last
after
in
the
common
Saltiron
cause,
War,
the
you know, it's
kingdom
kind of
of
like going to be
Glenbrook,
the start of a
the
second
Grand
one
Duchy
type
of
thing. It's still one of those
Aesfrost,
things
and
that's
the
like,
holy
yeah.
state of Hyzante
Don't get me wrong, the name is
endeavored to wrest
fucking
this
weird, but hey,
bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and
I think it's still good.
resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Chapter 2. To arms, brave warriors!
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister.
So that's still
Lila.
auto-advancing.
Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
Is this the voice actor for the father from Final
You are
Fantasy?
too kind,
From
Lord Simon.
Fire Emblem Three Houses?
You too have served an invaluable
It sounds
role
like
in
him,
this.
but like he's putting a more
Though I
of
must
a
admit,
to
the
his
news
voice.
of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzante considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Aesfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son? As I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Aesfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Aesfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Aesfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar
Explosive
of sorts,
substance.
if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose it's a good opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to the story, scenes, and battles, there will be an exploration phase. In this phase, you move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. Walk, run, direction, run, hold B, or R to dash. The exploration phase and continue the story, press the plus button. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see your triumph at the tourney. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth a newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is perilous. Could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. Tell Prince Olin in his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. Not yet, anyway. Wait, hold on. Was that thing sparkling? I guess not. Must have been my eyes. Ah. See the peace we enjoy now. I would never think that, but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Saltiron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolffort. Marvel's Norzelia Volume 8. You'll find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Norzelia and its history. View notes you've collected. Okay. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. Oh, that's a cat. Meow. You're playing hide and seek till Doc comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father won't want anything bad happen to you. Ah, one of my favorite games. Barrels are always one of my favorite places to hide. Takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. Barrels! I would never thought of that, my lord. He'll never find me now. Speak from experience, they won't. However, there may be even better hiding places to be found around town. You're right, my lord. I'll find a hiding place no one's ever thought of before. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. There's no rest for our young lord, Ain. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land so that we might share the weight of your duties. It's just like him to gallivant off with nary word to farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Erdo told me, in perhaps more colorful words. It is part of the center of commerce, a town built on taxes but not expense of fair trade. Wolffort is nestled safely between the castle walls. It is a town of peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I'll go with this top one. I haven't known Erdo for long, but those words are undeniably his. Perhaps I ought to take a page out of his book, as I've done regrettably little relish since I arrived. You needn't put yourself, Frederica. Time is something we do not lack. Once matters have settled, I will give you a tour of Wolffort myself. Thank you, Serenoa. I very much look forward to that. You have given me much to consider. I think some of these don't matter yet. But I think like some of those choices will matter much more in the long run as we get further into this game. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. Most esteemed personage from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A variable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Ah, there was something there. I hate that I saw it as I was getting out the door. Maybe I should just like, instead of like always rushing to hit A when I get to the door, just wait. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. You weren't there, you ass. A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? I mean to be there when history is made. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in the Lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragon. Ah, my apologies, but you are... The apology should be mine. I'm Serenoa Wolffort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I'd like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Seymour will spark inspiration. You're the meaning in my life. You're the inspiration. paths traveled. And that's not really much, but I guess I can see it. Okay. Again, this has me so curious. Like, okay, so when they say up to chapter 3, does that mean we can see the end of chapter 3 or only to chapter 3? Or all, like, we only get chapters 1 and 2 to play, and chapter 3 will be playable afterwards. Or is chapter 3 playable as well? And then it's like at the end of chapter 3, then we're done with the demo until the full game comes out. I don't know. Well, I like to read these, but I don't want to read about war. I did need to go to the encampment. Why'd I do that? So plus it's always a good thing to be like, oh, you want to leave this thing or not? Okay. Alrighty. Roster. Weapon rank. XP. Strength. Physical defense. Magic attack. Magical defense. Luck. Accuracy. Speed. Evasion. Jump. Movement. Times deployed. Unit details screens show you a unit's stats and abilities, so you can press X to button to equip accessories. Oh wait, I know the skill. Hawk dive and counter stance. Bird of prey now. Or are those stuff that we'll learn eventually? I wish there was a way I could, like, you know, look at them. Oh, details. Learn at level 4, level 7. Okay. 3, 5, 7. I'm quite curious as to 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, or 6, 7. What's sanctuary? Can I? Oh man, I want to know that. Poison, take cover, some around. Alright, let's make a quick save. And let's continue. Banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragon and I had best not arrive late. Oh, hey, it stayed on. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolffort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Aesfrost's iron, Hyzante's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzante.
Oh, great.
By allying
Fucking
with
religion
Aesfrost,
bullshit.
Do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that
However-
your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolffort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home
I will
and
kill you
kingdom.
all.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it. Not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
Yeah, your holy bullshit state of your
You
religion.
agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzante, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is
The Hierophant
absolute.
is bullshit.
But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the
Although the
change you
Hierophant
seek.
social link in Persona games has always been a decently good one.
Indeed. We must set our
Old
gazes to
book
the
couple
future.
in Persona
All
3,
of us.
Detective Dojima in
I
4,
expect
and
you
Daddy
will be the
Sojiro in
ones
5.
to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Ah, don't zoom out. Alright, I know I do see a thing now. Alright, what's happening? Meanwhile, the council bullshit. Children of the crown speak to their father, King Regana.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
You speak as
I
an
speak only the
asshole.
truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolfforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolffort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolffort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother. A lot of politics are happening in this one. Not so much action, and I might end the part here before that. But we'll see.
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolffort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Yeah, well, he's a terrible father.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Alright, before I do anything, I want to make a save, just in case this does end up being to the battle. There's nothing else, so... Just want to be sure, though. Just want to be sure. The banquet ends without incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragon, however, has something on his mind.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused
Please,
offense.
it's
I thought
fine.
only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Aesfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Aesfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
And you're not stopping her.
True, of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
I was about to say, this dude's drunk as fuck.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the wars, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
It's the first step towards true harmony among three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with it. It is impossible to understand each nation's motives. I can't say whether this bodes well. Oh, boy. Me? Knowing what's going to happen, I can instantly say this, but I don't want to be skeptical. It's a first step.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
I believe that we can
Truly,
fly
a
in the sky.
kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, It is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
Alrighty, he passed out.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well. We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years, you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict.
Man, could have had a little more urgency in that voice there, buddy.
You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house.
Damn it.
Pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Okay. Anything else happening? Alright, this will let's just do another save, and this will probably be the last thing I'll do for this part. I know there wasn't any fighting done, but it does seem like Seymour gathers the members of House Wolffort to announce his abdication. Let's do this!
My beloved son, Serenoa, will oversee the matters of our house from this day forward. I expect you to serve him as dutifully as you served me.
Of course, Lord Simone.
Aye, my lord. Our undying loyalty to House Wolffort.
My son, listen well. The Lord's judgment shapes the fates of his kin and subjects alike. Responsibility for their well-being now falls on your shoulders. You must lead them well.
Yes, Father. I shall keep those words close to my heart. To that end, I require wise counsel. Together, you possess a wealth of experience. As Lord of House Wolffort, it is my duty to consider the best course from every perspective afforded me. I shirk not from this responsibility. At the same time, I would be a fool to not seek guidance from those more traveled than I. For my house and my people, I trust I can rely on you.
Well spoken, my son. I dare say you are more than ready to receive this.
The Scales of Conviction, a holy relic, said to be blessed by the deities of old.
It was gifted to our family by the King of Glenbrook. From this day on, I entrust it to you. However, it is of little use without these.
Coins. 7 of them.
Tokens of conviction, we call them. Give one each to only your most trusted retainers and allies. They will guide you when the path is darkest. Their words will illuminate the pitfalls ahead. Heed well the advice of your friends and subjects, and choose your steps carefully. Such has been the way of our house, and such you must see it always shall be.
I will, Father. I shall treasure these gifts and make wise use of them in times of need.
Very good. Now do your duty, my son.
So we only have 7 coins, eh?
We await your orders, my lord.
We depart for the capital at once. May this ceremony be but the first of many joyous occasions ahead of us.
For House Wolffort!
For House Wolffort!
And so the stewardship of House Wolffort passes from father to son. Lord Simone Wolffort, beloved throughout Glenbrook, entrusts the future to young Serenoa. With the ceremony to mark the beginning of the joint mining venture and a tourney on the horizon, the Wolfforts set forth to the Crown City. With no heroic deeds yet to his name, the new Lord Wolffort sets his eyes on the proving grounds, eager to show his worthiness.
Oh shit, I was kind of hoping that it would be like, hey,
so Lord
pick the story
Simon
bit.
will step down. I suppose the time comes for us all to pass on the torch eventually. What wisdom has your father bestowed upon you?
He has told me what it means to be lord of a house.
Very good. Serenoa of House Wolffort, the crown of Glenbrook now looks to you for loyal service and brotherhood.
Yes, Your Majesty. I shall not disappoint.
I dare you to say that again, Thalis.
Must you make me repeat myself? I am the Prime Minister of Aesfrost. I and I alone am fit to represent our nation. Go push your papers in the shadows like the minor lordling's son you are.
You would shame me. You, who would be nothing if not for your high birth. Your ineptitude is mocked by noble and commoner alike.
Dragan, you forget yourself.
You both forget yourselves.
Frederica?
If you must bray at each other, then do so back home. Your bickering will bring shame upon our nation.
Such strong words, sister.
Fuck you all.
Do you think you're above us now that you're being wed to mighty House Wolffort?
Please, Erica.
My apologies, but the ceremony will begin soon. I ask the delegates of each nation to make their preparations.
And you must be Serenoa Wolffort. Well, I suppose we should bother the happy couple no longer. Well done, Frederica. I see you've inherited your mother's wiles. She always did have a way with men.
Too bad you also inherited her hair. That sickly pink makes me want to retch.
I can't wait till we kill you all.
Pray forgive my cousins, Lord Serenoa, and forgive me if I was out of line.
Those two, they were...
bitches.
Thalis and Erica Aesfrost. Full brother and sister to Archduke Gustadolf. And my half-siblings.
I see. Well, I hope that we can all come together for the sake of our grand endeavor.
Smithy is now available at the encampment. What does that mean? The question mark. Or question mark with that. The looking glass. Alright, Smithy. Upgrade some weapons, that'd be nice. Maybe get some... As blacksmiths, I have the privilege of looking after everyone's weapons. It's my honor to forge and repair whatever Wolffort's warriors require. Any blades that need tempering or bows that need priming, you only need to say the word. The smithy can upgrade your weapons and unlock weapon abilities. Both these servers require materials and coin. Each weapon has 3 ranks. Increasing any weapon's ranks unlocks more powerful abilities for that weapon. Can acquire weapon abilities within the same ranks in any order, but the later skills learned, the more materials will require. The weapon ability is connected to another with an arrow icon that they must be acquired in the order the arrow indicates. Weapon abilities contained within a box marked with "or" cannot be activated at the same time. However, once you have acquired either one, both will become available, and you may switch between them at no extra cost. Increase damage by 5 to deal greater damage. Increase my max HP by 10. Physical defense, magic defense, or luck. Do not have that much, and I think it's the only one that I have. Well, since I can't really upgrade anyone else's, just upgrade the damage. Okay. Oh, right. I forgot about that with the camera. Alrighty. The festivals begin under the vigilant eyes of each nation's delegates. I'm curious as to why they're showing that there. But that's something we'll have to look at in the next part, guys. Because that's going to do it for this part of Let's Play Triangle Strategy. In the next part, guys, we'll probably still be in the demo, of course. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen now. So anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of how things are setting up right now. You can definitely see how things are going to fall apart here shortly. So, yay! All right. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as find me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RBG, Kim Twitter are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.